Please like, subscribe, and consider supporting our channel. The full raw, uncensored, no narrations, no captions, and unedited version of this body cam footage can be found in the description below. Please consider joining our Patreon. Subscriptions and donations will be used to acquire more public footage related to law enforcement activities. It really helps us do original full-length reporting like this. Sharing this video serves a compelling public interest because it is intended to illustrate the consequences of shoplifting, trespassing, resisting arrest, disorderly conduct, and being under the influence, and discourage others doing so. Defendants are considered innocent until proven guilty. Thank you all for the support.
Okay, almost hit the curb, riding on the curb, almost hit the curb.
5352.
Come on, seriously?
45 roughly.
8105 of a stop by McDonald's, copy 28. $808 Adam 613.
On July 11, 2024, approximately 10:02 p.m., Officer Jon Finze with the Wauconda Police Department received a report from Lake Zurich regarding a possibly impaired driver in the vicinity of Route 12 and Route 22. Officer Finze eventually observed a vehicle matching their description approach Route 176 and turn onto Route 176 westbound. He observed the vehicle driving and saw her nearly strike a curb. He eventually initiated a traffic stop near Brown Street, and the driver pulled into a parking lot near the McDonald's.
Hello.
Bye.
Can I have your license and insurance, please?
Yeah.
Where are you coming from tonight?
I just bought the car, so I have my insurance on my phone.
Okay. It's not what I asked you though. I said, where are you coming from tonight?
I was at dinner.
Okay. Okay.
Driving there.
What, you going straight home?
Yeah, I just moved to.
Okay. Were you stopping anywhere in Wauconda here?
No.
Okay.
I'm
This
not.
seems like an odd route that you took. Getting off by J&D's on Old Rand, you know?
This is just the way that I know to go home because I just get on to Rand
Okay.
from here
Yeah.
by McDonald's.
Okay.
I was gonna get McDonald's, so
Okay.
I was stopping for food.
Okay. Well, you just said no, but all right. We'll go with that. So, you were called in as all over the road.
Well, I'm sorry.
Okay. When I got behind you, you were again all over the road. You were like next to rubbing the curb with your outside tires there. Okay. So you're not driving very well. Any reason for that?
Reason? No. I just got this car and I'm learning it. I mean, I got the CarMax, the temp
Yeah.
license plate on. So
Yeah. Well, I can tell you, I could hop in any car and keep in a straight line. I mean, this is a nice new car. There's no issues, no reason you shouldn't be able to keep it in a straight line, right? How much you had to drink tonight at dinner?
2 glasses of wine
2 glasses of wine. Okay. What time was that at?
within the last 4 hours.
Okay.
Because I got to dinner at 5:30 and now
5:30. Okay.
Yeah.
And when was your last glass?
30 minutes ago.
30 minutes ago.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. What'd you say about insurance? That you don't have it, or you can't find it, or?
No, I have. It's on my I have my insurance card on my phone.
Okay.
I don't have a printout of it,
Okay.
but I do have
If
it.
you could bring that up, I'd appreciate that.
Okay.
What restaurant were you at?
I was at Cooper Sock tonight in Deer Park.
Okay. You said 2 glasses of wine?
Yes.
And how long have you lived in Island Lake?
Roughly a little over a year.
Okay.
I have
so
updated
so you're familiar with the area then?
Yeah, I am.
Yeah.
No, and my family live up here, so
Okay.
I'm used to the area. But no, I have not updated my my address.
8105 27 by 5. That's all right. That's not a big deal.
The driver was later identified as Amanda Daiello, and she told Officer Finze at one point that she was heading to McDonald's. Amanda also told Officer Finze that she was heading home after getting dinner with others at Cooper's Hawk. She admitted to doing a wine tasting as well before going to a restaurant. As he was speaking with Amanda, Officer Finze observed indicators of impairment. Based on his suspicion of impairment, Officer Finze asked Amanda to exit the vehicle and perform field sobriety exercises.
All right. I'm going to have you sit tight with this officer here, okay? I'm going to pull my truck around here, and I'm going to do fields over here. Actually, I don't need to pull my truck around because I don't have a dash cam, so I don't need it with this. We'll be fine. Yeah, you know what? Why don't you, since you're behind her anyways?
River and 136, River 136 with a silver Acura, Illinois, David William 32078.
Have you been stopped in the past 6 months?
No, because I just got this car over the weekend, so no, I haven't been pulled over.
Okay.
Here's my insurance card. I just got this car Saturday.
10-4-30, checking 55. All right. Effective July 6th. All right, perfect. So, because he had something to drink tonight, and you're driving,
Yeah.
and a couple of my other observations, I want to make sure you're okay to drive if I let you drive away from here, okay? So we're going to do a few exercises, and then we'll see where we go from there, all right? So I'm going to have you step out, okay?
What if I don't want to do your test right now?
Well, then I'm going to have to make a decision based on what I've observed already.
Okay.
So your answers to some non-answers, you're kind of, the route you took is kind of unexplainable. You've been contradictory answers. You've admitted you've had some alcohol tonight. I've smelled the alcohol, okay, and your driving was very poor to the point where, like I said, I mean, you were probably an inch or two away from rubbing the curb for like 50 to 100 feet.
5350.
I'm sorry, I'm not doing you.
Yeah, it's all right. I mean, I can explain what I'd like you to do, you know, and then you can go from there, see if you want to do it or not. This is to benefit you as well, right? So if you're okay to drive, if you think you're okay to drive, then this is to benefit you as well. It's not a gotcha thing. It's not a trying to trap you or anything like that. So, but I am going to have you make the decision one way or another now, okay? I'm not going to sit here and have you have a whole different conversation with someone over the phone while I'm standing here.
No, you're right. My family who was following me, they said that I saw you turning and you were fine. So what did they say? So like I had family driving me or following me on the way home.
Okay.
And my family's they're freaking out because they were following me too.
Sure.
So.
Yeah.
So you want me to do a road sobriety test?
Yeah, I'll check your eyes first and then we'll go from there. All right? If you could step out for me, please. I'm going to ask you to stay off your phone in the middle of
Officer Finze started with the horizontal gaze nystagmus HGN test, and he observed 6 indicators of impairment. The next exercise was the walk and turn test, and Amanda did not touch heel to toe on each step, turned improperly, and took an incorrect number of steps. The final exercise was the one-leg stand test, and Amanda failed to raise her foot in the proper fashion and put her foot down before the test was complete.
Something here.
Okay.
Okay. I'm asking you nicely to stay off your phone, please.
I'm leaving in the car. I'm just telling my husband I'm gonna
All right.
do your test now.
All right, we're gonna step over here in front of that squad car, okay? I'm gonna shut my lights off.
8211, code 14.
All right, we'll move a little closer over here to my partner's squad, okay? So I'm gonna have you stand, you can stand on that yellow line facing me, okay? And keep your, come on over here a little bit. There you go, because that kind of dips down there.
Yeah.
So keep your feet together and your hands by your side, okay? So, are you wearing contacts?
No.
I want you to focus on the tip of my finger here, okay? Can you focus on the tip of my finger?
Yes.
Okay. Do you normally wear glasses?
I do have contacts. I'm not wearing them right now, and I do have glasses. I'm not wearing them right now.
Okay. Can you focus on the tip of my finger?
Yes.
Okay, so what I'm going to do is move it side to side several times. It's going to take about a minute and a half. I want you to focus on the tip of my finger with just your eyes, keeping your head still as I move it. You understand those instructions?
Yes.
Okay. Have you had any concussions or like eye issues, anything I should be aware of?
No.
All right.
Besides wearing glasses, no.
Okay, we're going to begin here. Just keep your head still, okay?
Sorry.
Just follow with your eyes. A couple more passes each way. This time I'm going to hold it out to the side for a few seconds. All right, one more pass each way.
So my eyes get dry really fast.
That's all right. Last pass here. All right, so next thing we're gonna do is a walk and turn, okay? So let's come back here so we kind of stay away from this little drainage ditch here. So you can stand at the end of that yellow line and face me, okay? So what I'm gonna have you do is you're gonna take your right foot, put it in front of your left foot, heel to toe, and keep your hands by your side. So I want you to get in that position right now for me, okay?
22.
Which foot?
Your right foot in front of your left foot. All right, heel to toe. If you feel more comfortable taking your shoes off, you can do that too. Okay, keep your hands by your sides. Don't use them to balance, all right? I want you to stay in that position until I completed this, all right? So you're gonna, when I tell you to, you're gonna take 9 heel to toe steps forward. You're gonna do a turn as I instruct you to do. Then you're gonna take 9 heel to toe steps back. While you're doing this, you're gonna be watching your feet while you walk. You're gonna count each step out loud so I can hear. You're going to stay on the line. Again, they're going to be heel-to-toe steps, and I don't want you to stop until you've done the whole exercise, okay? It's going to go like this. 1, 2, 3, 4. Once you get to that 9th and final step, you're going to take your back foot, keep your front foot planted on the line, make several small pivot steps so you're facing the opposite direction, do the same thing back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay? Do you have any questions on that?
9 heel to toe.
Yeah.
Pivot, 9 heel to toe.
Again, counting each step out loud.
Okay.
Staying on the line. Don't stop until you've done the first 9, turn, come back, done the second 9. Do you have any health issues, leg issues, back issues, anything that would prevent you from performing this exercise?
No.
Okay, any questions?
Not right now, no.
Okay, you can begin.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
Okay. And then next one I'm going to have you do, you can relax with your hands by your sides here. So you're going to do a one leg, it's called a one leg stand. All right. So I don't want you to do anything till I've demonstrated and instructed it for you. You're going to pick one foot off the ground, about 6 inches like so. You're going to count out loud like you're counting seconds. You're going to count 1, 1,000, 2, 1,000, 3, 1,000, 4, 1,000 until I tell you to stop. You're going to go about roughly 30 seconds, okay? You're going to keep your hands by your side while you're doing this. You're going to, again, be watching your foot while you're counting out loud. I don't want you to put your foot down until you're done, okay? You're going to keep both legs straight. You can pick whichever leg you prefer. It's up to you, okay?
What do I do it? Is like 10, 1,000, 11, 1,000, 12, 1,000?
Yes, yes.
Okay.
Do you have any questions on that?
Up to 30?
I'll tell you when to stop, but you're going to go about 30 seconds, yeah.
Okay.
I got to time it, though, okay?
My knees are shaking. Like, is that normal or
It's all right. I mean,
my adrenaline is up right now?
it's all right. If you need to take a breath, you can take a breath and calm
Yeah,
down if you need to.
I'm obviously nervous.
I hear you.
Okay.
All right, ready, begin.
1, 1,000, 2, 1,000, 3, 1,000, 4, 1,000, 5, 1,000, 6, 1,000, 7, 1,000, 8, 1,000, 9, 1,000, 10, 1,000, 11, 1,000, 12, 1,000, 13, 1,000, 14, 1,000, 15, 1,000, 16, 1,000, 17, 1,000, 18, 1,000, 19, 1,000, 20, 1,000, 21, 1,000, 22, 1,000, 23, 1,000, 24, 1,000, 25, 1,000, 26, 1,000, 27, 1,000, 1,000, 29, 1,000, 31, 1,000, 31,000, 32, 1,000, 33, 1,000,
Okay.
34, 1,000.
So last thing I'm going to have you do is take a breath test, okay? So this will really tell us exactly where we're at.
Following the field sobriety exercises, Amanda was offered an opportunity to take a PBT, but she refused.
I'm sorry, but I'm not going to do that.
You're not going to do that?
No.
Okay. So that's up to you, but that means I have to make my decision based on what I've seen already.
I know,
Okay.
and I understand that,
So
but
I don't think you had just 2 drinks tonight based on my observations, okay? If you did, you may have just pounded them right before you got on the road, because what I'm seeing is more than 2 glasses of wine.
okay.
Is that the case?
No, I've been at dinner for 4 hours. I've had 3.5-ish glasses of wine. You know,
Okay.
I did a tasting before I had dinner.
Okay.
Dinner, I had 2 glasses of wine. So before that, I had a tasting, and I don't really know how many glasses I had at the tasting. So I'm not trying to lie to you
Okay.
either. But
right.
I'm not going to do breathalyzer at this time. So
Okay.
I get it, but and I know my car's obviously it's a new car. It's a Target, but
I mean,
no.
that's not, that excuse doesn't really get very far with me, you know. So
No, I'm not trying to give you an excuse.
yeah.
I just understand what happened to me tonight, but I'm not. I won't breathe.
Okay. So that means I have to make my decision based on the rest of my observations.
Sure.
Okay, which are not good.
Based on the odor of alcohol, her indicators of impairment, her admission to consuming alcohol earlier that day, her inability to adequately perform the field sobriety exercises, Officer Finze placed Amanda under arrest for driving under the influence. She was handcuffed, placed in the patrol car, and transported by Officer Pett to the Wauconda Police Department for further processing.
Okay.
Okay.
So that being said, turn around, put your hands behind your back. You are being arrested for DUI at this point. Have you ever had a DUI before?
No.
Okay. So we'll get you out of here. You'll be home in the next, hopefully, hour and a half. Because I want to get you out of here as soon as I can. I'm supposed to be off like in 5 minutes myself, I think. So there won't be any bond. So you won't have to pay anything. We just have to go back, do some paperwork. Is that too? Those aren't too tight. Those too tight on you?
This one a little bit, but
This one?
I'll just turn my wrist.
That's well, actually probably too loose, but I'm gonna lock it there.
No, I'm saying to go a little tighter.
Oh, okay. I thought you said it was too.
turn my wrist,
Yeah.
it's
Okay.
Oh, no, try not to twist them.
Yeah.
So what's gonna happen is your car is gonna be impounded for 12 hours. All right. Okay, we're gonna go this way. Do you have anything on you? Any knives, needles, firearms?
Nope. Wow, this is filthy.
Yeah, let's put you in another one. I don't know why that's so dirty.
Thank you.
Yeah, actually, I do. I think a dog was in it. I'm so sorry.
That's not cool.
If you were some other people we deal with, I might put you in there, but
I feel like you're being nice. I appreciate that.
no reason not to be. We're gonna put her in yours. That one's a little better. Watch your head. Your phone and wallet are in your car?
Yeah, you got something in the car you need?
All of it, yeah, is in the
Okay.
car. Phone, wallet.
Well, that's about all we're
Bottle.
gonna take, unless you got like cash or something in the car.
My cash would be in the purse. So
Oh, I'm leaving tomorrow for my trip. I still gotta pack my camper.
Really?
Yeah.
Only yourself.
All right, I'll take her purse and wallet, then or purse and phone, then I'm gonna head out.
Have to help you,
Yeah,
process
I'm
all.
gonna.
Should've been.
Transporting one, I starting mileage. Yes. Eight 565.
There's like something down there. Just make sure it's not like a.
4.9.
If it's a computer or something, you can take it, but
You got keys?
I don't.
24 hours.
Rob's coming this way. I'm assuming her car is push to start and she's got the keys. No, where do you keep them? Anywhere specific? The cup holder, maybe?
it's in my purse. Main pocket. That's not the main pocket. The other pocket. Okay, flip it forward. That.
Oh. Sorry, I don't deal with purses much.
I get it. You see, we never seen. So am I being detained just because I refuse to blow?
I'm sorry, repeat that?
Am I being detained because I refuse to blow?
No, it's not a refuse to blow, but because of the suspicion of DUI, and we have nothing else to go off of besides the complaint that was called in on your driving, the visual driving that we see, and then the testing that he performed.
So someone called on me, and then I had a visual.
I'm sorry.
So a police officer followed me driving, and then that's what it was?
Somebody called you in from Lake Zurich.
Okay.
And then we saw you driving when you turned onto North Grand.
Okay.
And then down 176. A123 landed, ending miles when you're ready. $85655.7. 85655.7. Yep. Stay right there. I'm gonna go. I was gonna open the Sally port. I just wasn't gonna try to force my truck in there.
All right, like I said, I'm gonna make this as quick as possible because I was off like 10 minutes ago and I don't wanna be here any more than you do. I'm sure you don't wanna be here more than I do then.
I don't want to be here at all.
Right. So, subsequent to an arrest for driving while under the influence of alcohol, other drugs, or intoxicating compounds, or any combination thereof, DUI or Section 11-401 of leaving the scene of a fatal or personal injury accident, you are hereby notified that as provided in Section 11-500 of the Illinois Vehicle Code, you're a first offender unless within the last 5 years of this arrest for DUI or leaving the scene you have had a previous conviction or court-assigned supervision for a DUI or similar provision of a local ordinance, or conviction in any other state for a DUI or similar offense where the cause of action is the same or substantially similar to the Illinois Vehicle Code, or a driver's license suspension or revocation for violating Section 11-501.1 of the Illinois Vehicle Code, except in cases where you submitted to a chemical test disclosing alcohol concentration of 0.08 or more, or any amount of a drug, substance, or intoxicating compound resulting in the unlawful use of or consumption of cannabis as listed in the Cannabis Control Act for a DUI arrest prior to 7/29/2016, or a Delta 9 tetrahydrocannabinol concentration of either 5 nanograms or more of a whole blood, or 10 nanograms or more of other bodily substance for a DUI arrest on or after 7/29/2016, a controlled substance as listed in the Illinois Controlled Substances Act, intoxicating compound as listed in the Use of Intoxicating Compounds Act, or methamphetamine as listed in the Methamphetamine Control and Community Protection Act, and were subsequently found not guilty of the associated DUI charge. Considering the above, you are warned, this is where the consequences come in, if you refuse or fail to complete all chemical tests requested, and if you're a first offender, your driving privileges will be suspended for a minimum of 12 months, or if you're not a first offender, your driving privileges will be suspended for a minimum of 3 years, or if you are involved in a motor vehicle accident that caused personal injury or death to another, your driving privileges will be revoked for a minimum of 12 months. Personal injury means a type A injury that requires immediate professional attention in a doctor's office or medical facility, including severely bleeding wounds, distorted extremities, and injuries that require the injured party to be carried from the scene. If you submit to a chemical test disclosing an alcohol concentration of 0.08 or more, a Delta 9 tetrahydrocannabinol concentration of either 5 nanograms or more of a whole blood, or 10 nanograms or more of other bodily substance, or in any amount of a controlled substance as listed in the Illinois Controlled Substances Act, intoxicating compound as listed in the Use of Intoxicating Compounds Act, or methamphetamine as listed in the Methamphetamine Control and Community Protection Act. If you're a first offender, driving privileges will be suspended for a minimum of 6 months, or if you're not a first offender, driving privileges will be suspended for a minimum of 1 year. You're not a commercial driver's license holder, right?
No.
And you're not a school bus driver? Okay. So that's saying that if you refuse all chemical tests, which sometimes there's a reason to ask for blood, urine, and breath. I'm just asking for breath today. Your driving privileges will be suspended for a minimum of 12 months if you're a first-time offender.
If I'm convicted?
No.
Like, that's if I refuse, and automatically 12 months.
Just if you refuse. It's not based on a conviction or not. And then if you do submit, and even if you blow over the 0.08, your driving privileges will be suspended for a minimum of 6 months, which is half of that. Okay? So
if I decide to refuse, regardless of the outcome result, automatically,
well, it does go through a court process. But if you refuse on the 46th day, the state will suspend your license. Okay, the 46th day from today, the state will suspend your license. Now, sometimes there's ways. You can definitely go to court to fight this. It's called a summary suspension. You can go to court to fight that. You can.
Tonight, like if I refuse to blow tonight.
No, it's the yes. If you refuse to blow tonight, on the 46th day from today, so not tomorrow, on the 46th day from today, then your license would become suspended.
Well, I understand that, because how can you give me for tonight when you don't have an actual result of tonight?
So I don't have to have any breath or any blood or anything to make an arrest for DUI.
Sure.
So that's based on observations, my training and experience.
Arrest, but a conviction, no.
Yeah. Well, this is different. This isn't based off a conviction, right? So this is that civil proceeding where the state will suspend your license because you have failed to cooperate with that implied consent, meaning.
So because I failed to blow, I failed to cooperate.
Essentially, yeah. So, and even if you do blow, and if you blow over the legal limit, your license would be just suspended for half of that time. 6 months.
I'm already here, right?
Because you're cooperating, even if you do blow over, you're still cooperating, so it would be only suspended for half of that time.
And at what point do I get to, this might sound generic, but like make a phone call and then I don't want to sign anything. So if I do, I just make a phone call.
Well, you can make a phone call after we're done with our processes, okay? Because that will just prolong this, and we have to get this done.
Okay.
So essentially, you're going to be making this decision on your own. So if you're refusing, what I would ask you to sign here is just this form that I read this to you, you can read it over yourself if you feel like,
Basically,
you know.
refusing to cooperate, right?
What's that?
It's the refusal to cooperate.
No, it's just acknowledging that I read this to you. It's not saying I agree that I'm guilty. It's not saying I agree to give you a breath test. It's simply saying I acknowledge receipt that the officer read this to me as required.
Okay.
That's it. You sign it?
Yeah, I'll
And I
read it.
I'm not. You can read it. I'm not playing tricks on you. I can't play tricks on you. I'll lose my job if I do that. So.
I don't think you are at all. And I don't think I'm gonna blow over a point of weight, but I wasn't raised by an idiot, and yeah, things are just gonna play out as they may.
What's your social security number?
Go ahead.
He is an active serve both teams, which I think is around late. Another active serve both teams, which I think is girl training shots with height. We're talking all kinds of border marks targeting U.S. suicidal at around late and on.
Let's see,
Did you give a SID or an MPI number?
No, there's no history. You've never been arrested before, right?
no. All right. None of this goes to me, so now I'm gonna sign it, saying that I don't agree with the statement, or?
No, just not even if you agree or disagree with it. It's just that I read it to you. That's it. So right here, right above where it's signature, I, motorist, acknowledge receipt of this warning to motorist. So I read it to you. I'm giving you a copy when you go home. That's it. Acknowledging receipt of this.
Thank you.
Okay?
I appreciate that.
Are you right-handed?
Yes.
Okay, hold it for me. Just press hard. It's a carbon copy.
Thank you.
What's your current age?
So what was I arrested for? Suspicion of DUI?
DUI.
Suspicion?
I mean, you can call it DUI. I mean, technically you're not convicted till, you're
Yeah,
convicted.
because I'm not
but it's,
convicted yet, but-
you know. I mean, when we put the charges in there, it doesn't say suspicion of DUI, it says DUI, so,
But you have no proof.
okay.
Besides,
I have-
what, me walking the line?
So, you can read the report. I'll give you a little synopsis, okay? Your driving was bad, okay? To the point someone called you in all the way from Route 12 and 22. Okay, and then when I got behind you, it was just as bad as they were saying over the phone.
I could say I was distracted.
All right.
And I was with my phone to find
You could absolutely say it. You can use any defense you want in court, okay? responses to my questions, your speech, you admitted to drinking alcohol. Not a huge deal in and of itself, right?
I did, but I don't feel like I drink enough for dinner for that kind of.
Okay. I'm not trying to elicit any more information out of you, because then that would be getting into an interview, right? So you asked a question and I'm responding. Your eyes, okay? Eyes are one thing that even a functional alcoholic can't control, okay? So we're trained to look for 6 clues specifically, 3 in each eye, okay? I saw every single one of the clues in your eyes pretty prevalent. The other 2 exercises were not good, okay? You didn't follow simple instructions, you lost your balance a lot, on top of the strong, on top of the strong odor of alcoholic beverage, red glassy eyes, and other things, but that's it, okay? So based on my training and experience of over 100 DUI arrests, you were at least over 0.08, but impaired nonetheless, okay? So we're trained to look for impairment. So you can say you had something to drink, and that's fine. If you don't show any impairment, that's fine, you're good to go.
So I'm being arrested on DUI now.
Yes. You're being charged, you have been arrested for DUI, and you're being charged with the DUI for alcohol, yes.
But it's not proven. It's a suspicion.
Sure, whatever you want to call it. Yes, it absolutely has to be proven in court, and if you choose to plead not guilty, I will have to testify and prove that in court. Yes, you're right. So, but again, I'm not going to get into semantics because it doesn't really matter.
Right, it doesn't.
Probably just say 2, right?
25. Yes.
And then improper?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so just those 2?
Yes.
Okay.
Last night I just had a 7-month old. So that was my first one out.
Really? Well, that could be part of it, to be honest.
What could be part of it?
Your first night out, having your.
No, I remember what it was like being pregnant for 9 months and not drinking, and then having my
First night out.
first drink. Tolerance goes down a little bit.
No, that's not what I'm saying. That was my first, not my first drink. The first night out enjoying myself. So, thank you both.
Okay.
Oh, let's not start going down that road.
I'm not enjoying
What's that?
Why
It
not?
doesn't make me uncomfortable.
So why do you go further down that road?
It's just unnecessary.
It's the reality.
But that's the thing. That's not the reality, right? You're blaming me for your actions.
No, babe, no.
Well, you just said thank you to you
I'm
guys.
saying
That's
thank you to the universe and thank you guys for living my life when you did. I'm not blaming you for anything.
okay.
I'm not an idiot.
Well, if you're going that way, then fine. It just didn't. The way you said it didn't sound like
I
it.
know the decision that I made tonight. It's just funny how tonight I made a decision and I had fun with my girlfriends and it led me to you.
Well,
So,
it's.
no.
I know it sucks right now, but it's not the end of the world. My sister had a DUI. My brother-in-law had. I think he had like 2 DUIs. It's not the end of the world. It sucks. It's a huge inconvenience. It's going to cost some money, whether you end up, being, pleading not guilty or guilty or whatever. But,
Well, I appreciate your honesty. I do.
is, what's a 16?
How many minutes?
10:40, so I don't have my phone on me, I don't know what time it is. What's the DCN?
3 minutes. FYI.
Alright.
And it is. One second.
Do I have to pay for my birthday out of pound after this?
Yes, well,
I'll have to pay for that?
yes, it's a $250 administrative fee you have to pay here, which it sounds like a lot, but it's like the lowest around. And then
Is the lowest around?
other, like Island Lake, like Bull Valley are like 500 or more, yeah. And then Mike's Towing, who tows our vehicles, will have an additional fee also. That'll probably be around $200 to $300. And we have no control over that.
And if I would have blown, when we put me over, I would have avoided $500 in that.
No,
I would not have avoided it?
no.
You saying
That
I would have blown?
if you were to blow, it would have showed me. It would have showed me that you were over 0.08. If I believed you were under 0.08, that means you probably weren't impaired.
And what about
And you
the
wouldn't.
point? Then no, right?
Then I would have had to reassess. But
You would still allowed to.
you can get a DUI for under 0.08. Okay. Typically, if someone blows under 0.08 and they're showing as much impairment as you, it might be also due to drugs. So that would be something I'd look into.
Yeah, no drugs, just
Okay.
if you
Well,
have glasses
that's
on, can't put the fucking water on the floor.
okay.
But no, that's not something you can prove.
What?
That I did not wear my glasses and then I can't see the line on the floor. So to blow under 0.08, you would have pursued that. And then I can have argued that I have prescription glasses and I was wearing them.
You can bring it up in court all you want. Yeah.
I was so arrested. And I paid the fee.
No, I mean, so this.
Do I think you're gonna get off of the whole
You
case?
would not have let me go at all. That's what I'm
I just
trying
gotta
to
say,
understand.
friend.
In my experience and training, you would not have blown under
No, you
0.08.
would not let me go.
I would have, if you really did, let's put fantasy land out there. Yes, I would have to I would have to reassess. I certainly wouldn't let you drive the way you perform, but I would have to reassess.
I'm not wearing my prescription eyeglasses.
No. No, that's
And that is a big deal when I can't see close.
okay.
You can laugh all you want.
I'm
I
not
actually have
laughing. I'm
prescription
smiling.
glasses.
I'm not laughing.
Oh, but I actually have prescription eyeglasses that are prescribed to me
Why aren't you wearing them?
because I left the house today without them after work.
I don't see any restrictions.
Are those not supposed to be on license plates? Because
If you
Are
need
there
your,
license?
if you usually you take an eye test, not every time you renew, but you know at least
No,
the
my
first
driver's
time.
license was
And
renewed what in 20
2021.
and I was I think my lessons like 2028. No, earlier than that.
Again,
so why are they on
if
there?
that's
No, but that's a fucking state requirement. Why did they ask me, why are you wearing glasses?
well, usually you do take an eye test. Like I said, not every time, but
Not every time. No, before that, what was the age before that? But I didn't take eye test at that age.
well, usually if you're like, if you don't have eye issues, like past a certain age, like 18, you're typically not going to all of a sudden like start having eye issues between the age of like 16 or 18 and 33.
I'm 33.
Yeah.
I got eyeglasses when I was 26 because my job's an accountant and I'm taking computer all day. So I don't know why the fuck my driver's license didn't ask me for my prescription eyewear. But we are uncovering that right now, aren't we?
Yes. I have to look into that.
What's your badge number?
107. Ultimately, it's not up to the DMV to make sure that's on there, right?
No,
That's your responsibility to wear them, right?
Regardless of that, it's your experience that I would not have been passed, blown past, whatever,
Right.
in general.
Right.
And I was being arrested tonight.
Yes.
Why? Because someone called in?
Well, it's not simply that just because someone calls in doesn't mean I make an arrest. People call in, people drive recklessly all the time, and I probably make less arrests than, or I probably, how am I supposed to word this?
Stop before you make an arrest.
Yes.
Move on.
Most of the time when I stop reckless people, they are not impaired. It's just someone calling in because they don't like the way they're driving. Maybe they were driving like an idiot, but they're just driving like an idiot, not impaired, right? That's why, most of the time I don't even get people out of their cars, but because I can tell that.
You could tell that I didn't drive a car.
I could tell that there was impairment
Sorry,
already.
call me an asshole, but I just got my car 5 days ago with a BMW 328, and all of a sudden now, I'm the asshole who needs to be pulled over and fucking road assessed. Okay.
Are you ready for me to administer?
Yeah.
Okay. So now's your opportunity to provide breath sample. As he explained to you with the warning motorist, you have the option to go or refuse. So which do you want to do at this time?
I don't know.
Okay.
What accommodations do you make for nursing moms?
What do you mean?
I have pumps that
Okay.
I need to nurse. And to
Can you wait like 20 minutes and you'll be out of here? You can make a phone call. You want to make a phone call?
Yes, develop.
Okay. Does he have that equipment?
I actually don't know if he was smart enough to have that foresight. But yeah, I'm a nursing mom and.
All right, hang on.
Just so you know, her husband's here.
Yeah, thanks. No, I'm good, thanks. Can I use this sergeant's phone?
Or she wants to nurse. What does she say? Her kid is here.
Huh? Oh, okay.
FD 128.
You can make a phone call. I guess your child is here too. The only thing we need is to get pictures and prints, and then if you need to nurse, we can let you go out there while we finish the paperwork. I don't have a problem with that. Okay.
My son does not breastfeed.
Oh, okay. You just need
He doesn't
to.
nipple.
Okay.
So I just need to pump,
Okay.
and then he bottle feeds.
I'm just saying, like, the longer this goes, you know, the longer it is before you're
I
out here.
appreciate your sensitivity. I do.
Donna,
Yeah.
are we ready for pictures and prints? So that'll take 5 minutes, and then after that, you can use their facilities if you need to.
So after that, do I don't think we use obviously.
No.
I have to bring my mom.
Sure.
I'm not, did you bring my mom?
Oh, did he? Yeah, you can call.
Am I being myself like for the night?
I remember I told you like an hour and a half max, so from now it'd be like, and it would have been a little shorter, but you like to talk a little bit, which is,
I understand.
no, it's not about refusal. It's, you've been asking like, and normally I'm fine with it, but, you know, you've been pretty talkative,
My
so.
asshole? What the fuck
No,
is
you're not an
that?
asshole, you're just very talkative.
It's
Every time you ask me something, I gotta look up and stop writing,
It's
so.
slow, it takes a little more time, the more questions there is, which is fine, we have no problem with that,
As a woman, should my husband did not bring any of my phones or anything, so why am I gonna call? So I'm gonna call him. But should I reach out to an attorney at this point? Or is that later? I don't know.
he'll provide you with a court hearing date and time.
Okay.
You can contact an attorney before your date.
Okay.
Okay.
As soon as I'm done with this paperwork, you can go home.
Okay.
It'll take me like 20 more minutes.
Alright, we're on the wrong side.
I gotta see this, for the next 12 hours. I'm pretty
No.
full, so.
Alright, come on up here. Got everything.
Okay, thank you.
It's printed and signed.
If you want to look at your location.
Oh, can you just give me a court date?
Yeah.
Should be sometime in August.
I think you're 11 traffic stop over in the location. Coming through 11, go ahead. Silver Midlothian, Charles, 50932, Charles, 5090.
August 6th.
Thanks.
Thanks, Big Mel, go ahead.
Since I didn't get it in your squad, I think you forgot where you went out there. Is your secretary to go into your cab.
Yeah.
Because I need to create a report before you can do the booking for, but you know, none of this, all this can be done and she can be released without that, so that can be done afterwards.
Oh, okay.
That's all.
So you still need to do that?
I do, so
Oh,
if
okay.
you want it done, you'll want to create a report,
Oh, just create a report.
yeah, in the CAP system.
Okay. But
I'll
I'm,
tell you after,
all right.
but you don't need to do it to finish this process,
Okay.
so.
By the way, your ass looks good in those pants.
Well, thank you.
Like, I hope all police women look like that.
What's that?
So I wish all police women looked like that. What does J stand for?
John.
John's a strong name.
Never heard it put that way, but
Yeah, I have a couple friends named John. I like John. You may not answer my name, but I like John.
actually means gift from God.
Mm-hmm. That's why it's a strong name.
2321, your 27 comes back to your balance, temporary visitor list.
All right, just gonna check over this paperwork and then should be good to go. So we keep your license in this process. Doesn't mean you can't drive. So this is a copy of what I read to you.
Okay.
This is going to be your license, so like your receipt to drive. That's what it's called. Yeah, no. So, again, on the 46
D what?
D class, your class of license, I mean, it just means you can drive
I didn't know what that meant. Okay.
it means you can drive a single vehicle gross weight of 16,000 pounds or less.
Yeah, yeah.
So, on the 46th day from today, your license will be automatically suspended by the state unless you come up with some other agreement through court, okay? Sometimes they make exceptions for like work permit driving, like you can drive these days during certain hours or something like that. Or you can plead not guilty and have a summary suspension hearing and then I would have to testify and, you know, you could theoretically win on that.
Theoretically.
I mean, it's happened before.
Yeah, you don't know what kind of connections it is.
What's that?
I'm making a joke.
I didn't hear. What kind of what?
Connections that I have.
Some people do have connections. Mm-hmm. Sometimes it works like that. Not for me, but.
I know.
Okay, so one ticket for improper lane usage, which was the reason for the stop.
That was the reason for the stop? Okay. Good to know.
And then your court date is going to be on the bottom here. It's going to be 8/6. I kind of, this one might be easier to read. I made a mistake on that one, but 8/6 at 8:45 a.m. at that address, 18 North County. It's in Waukegan.
I have the same dates on those?
Yes, this is your DUI ticket. Okay, DUI alcohol.
So what was this one, improper lane usage?
Improper lane usage means like you couldn't maintain your lane.
I totally get it, but can you write that here or no? Because when I said, okay, thank you.
And then this is a copy, a receipt that shows you refused to provide a breath test.
All right.
This is
8/6, 8:45. Okay, so both on the same day. Admission of 3.5 glasses of wine. Did I say 3.5 or I said 2.5?
I said 3.5.
Okay.
And usually when people admit to something, I take that as the
lesser end?
yes.
Well, I'm sorry.
Usually I
I'm
put-
sorry for being honest.
Okay. Well, you said 2 at first if we're going on that road, but let's get out of here, okay?
Well, then that's the lesser end. 3.5 is the higher end.
Okay. So there's a $250 impound fee. You have to, administrative fee, you have to come here tomorrow morning. You cannot pay it before 10:22 a.m. It's a 12-hour hold, okay? After 10:22 a.m., you can come here, pay it. They will give you a receipt at the front desk. You could take that to Mike's Towing. They will have a charge also before they release the vehicle to you. It'll be around $200-300
But
probably.
I can't. Can I take that home or no? My husband.
You
would.
can because you can, if you're sober by then, which you should be.
Oh my gosh. You
It's
literally
on the
fucked
40
up a sober mom's life. You realize that tonight, right?
Okay.
Like,
we
come
just
on.
had this conversation. I
The
did not
point
do
is
anything.
that I don't feel like you should be talking to me in that derogatory tone. Like that. Like that's not necessary.
What derogatory tone?
You said if you're sober by tomorrow. Like that. That's annoying.
Okay. Well, let's move past that. So they will have a fee for you also, okay? But yes, you can pick it up. You can drive for the next 45 days. And that explains if you want to contest the impound fee, you can do so, but you would not be able to get your vehicle out until that hearing. And these are my copies. Do you have any questions?
No.
All right. You want to make sure your phone is in there. Just took your wallet and your phone out of your car. Everything else is still in there.
Did you put the car key in here?
No, they take the car key.
At the Wauconda Police Department, the warning to motorist form was read to her and refused to provide breath samples. After she was processed at the station, she was released with the following summonses pending her court appearance: driving under the influence, alcohol 6 to 5 ILCS 511501A2, improper traffic lane usage 6 to 5 ILCS 511 to 709A.
Oh, because the impact.
Yes.
Do we actually put the ball on your phone? Oh.
Just your purse and phone. I'm not sure if your wallet was actually in there. You follow me?